welcome to the GEO Place London Exemplar Awards. Hi Georgina.
Hello.
Thanks for being with us today. I just wanted to ask you what it takes to organise a huge event like this.
Well, as you can imagine, lots of preparation. The whole company gets chips in some way or another. We've been working on it for probably about 6 months. Not solidly, but yeah, really been ramping up the last few weeks. So
Wow, that's a long time. It's almost like a wedding, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
How do you think it would benefit people that are running the services here today?
Well, it's a brilliant opportunity for people in local government to come together in one place and just hear about how other people doing the same job are using their data, how they're making savings, how they're innovating. It's a really inspiring day just to see how other people are doing their role. And there are workshops in the afternoon. People can work through any data issues that they have and have a really good chance to come and talk about hot topics in the streets world, in the property world. Yeah, so it's
fantastic, fantastic. Also, I mean, it's very well organised. I've noticed you've got pastries out and coffees out at the right time and given everybody a chance to mingle, which is fantastic. It's obviously a really good vibe here. How long has Exemplar been going on for?
About 7 or 8 years, so it's quite well established. Yeah.
So you're hoping for it to exist for many years to come?
Hopefully, yes. It will be in May next year, so we've definitely got the date already.
Oh, that's fantastic. Where is that going to be, in London again? Or?
It'll be London again, May the 15th. Save the date.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thanks very much for your time, Georgina. Thanks again.
No problem.
I'm with Stuart McLeod from GGP Systems. He's our account manager and he's actually going to give us a bit of information on what he thinks at the moment for sales. Stuart, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Just wanted to ask you, today we're obviously at the Exemplar Awards here in London. What do you think are the benefits of having an event like this for GGP?
It allows you to meet with lots of customers from all over the UK, which saves a lot of time and effort. So far this morning I've spoken to people from Devon, I've spoken to people from Lancashire, there's people here from Scotland.
It's obviously a wide variety of customers all over the UK.
In a normal context, that would take me a week to go around those customers to see them, where I can spend time with them here very quickly. And it's valuable time.
And do you think that, obviously it will benefit you then to speak to everybody, but do you think as well it'll give you a chance to show off more of your products to everybody as well today, or are you just showing particular products? What are you doing today?
We're basically showing the street naming and numbering module at the moment, because that's the one that most people are interested in for new products. Most people here have a gazetteer, so this is an addition to it, an additional module.
Okay, wonderful. And GGP is also celebrating its 21 years. We've got, as you can see over here, we've got our cupcakes. Stuart, tell us a little bit about the history of GGP, as far as you know.
GGP, as I say, it's been going for 21 years. It was probably the first sort of desktop product that came out. I first met Tim Maxwell 21 years ago when he was selling it into a school in Birmingham. At that time I was working with IBM and ours was a mainframe, and at that time you were talking about £500,000. So it's quite a new product to come out as a desktop product.
So that's amazing. So GGP first started out very, very small. I mean, as far as I know, I think they started up in their front room. Is that right?
They did, yes. Yeah, they used to support it from the front room. Tim Maxwell sort of ran the support desk from the front room in Croydon before they moved to their existing premises.
Wonderful. Okay, and now GGP stands 21 years later in offices in Croydon. Fantastic. Okay, thank you very much, Stuart. Thank you for your time. Hi, I'm with Natasha, who's our account manager for GGP Systems. Hi, Natasha.
Hi, Amanda. Nice to meet you.
And you too. Natasha, tell us a little bit about your role as an account manager. You obviously have to do a lot of travelling around the UK.
Yeah.
Up and down the country to visit customers.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy doing that?
Yeah, absolutely. I like having a sort of face-to-face time with my customers. In fact, I really enjoy that part of the job because it means that I get to really build good relationships with the customers, which is obviously very key for me.
Wonderful. Also, tell us a little bit about the positives of GGP. What makes GGP exceptionally different to the other companies that were here today?
I'd say we're very focused on the local authority market specifically, and that's what we've been concentrating on for obviously throughout the time that GGP has been established, really, as well as things like we're very cost effective in terms of the rest of the market. We've got a very loyal customer base, and as an example, we have a very good customer services team. We've got all the development under one roof as well, which are, very good benefits for customers.
Great, all wonderful positives there. And do you use these positives in your own marketing? How's the marketing going for GGP at the moment?
Yeah, I think we continuously try to push our marketing forward. We're very aware of using things like social media as a medium to reach out to our customers. So we use things like Twitter and obviously Facebook and things like that. LinkedIn are key parts of the medium that we use to reach out to our customers.
Excellent. Bearing in mind the current economical climate, how does GGP cope with that, sort of to sell their products, their solutions?
I think it's about being very aware of the customer's needs and what their requirements are. It's very key for us to listen to the challenges that customers are facing. So we have to obviously ensure that whatever we're offering is going to be very much geared towards obviously the challenges that they're facing and making sure that we are I suppose working with the customers to deliver something that's going to give them a good return on investment, and cashable savings are very key right now as well, specifically.
And sort of more along the lines of accommodating that customer as well, all the time?
Absolutely, yeah. Based on the kinds of challenges that local authorities or public sector is facing right now, is obviously ways to save money. Those are the key things. So we obviously are focusing on ways to help them to save money. So those are the key things for us to ensure.
Natasha, thank you very much for your time today. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm with Andy Gale for the District Council. Hi Andy.
Hello there.
Andy's one of our customers from GGP and he's just purchased the new SNN product. Andy, just tell me the business reasons for actually choosing SNN.
Well, at the present moment in time, our systems that we use for SNN are all over the shop. It's basically emails and drop boxes somewhere for either drawings or letters of notifications or anything like that. They're all over the place. So what we'd like to do is actually to sort of rationalise that in the best way possible, is actually having somewhere where we can put it all together in one place so everybody can see what stage we are at with any type of SNN process at all, which can be from house name changes through to full developments of new estates or just anything in general regarding just anything to do with streets as well. So from our point of view, it seemed like a really sensible idea to have somewhere which is one location to go to and actually mapped all that data for us as well. So with the advent of GGP's SNN module, we thought we'd have a look at that to see if it actually met our needs. So we had a good look at that, and for the last month or two I've been practicing with it and using it to see if it actually met our requirements and how we wanted to actually use the street naming and numbering process the way we use it. So the initial kit arrived and installed it, and it was fine, but it wasn't actually produced by a street naming and numbering officer, which you could tell. But it's a very good starting basis to begin with. And I thought, well, this has got a lot of potential for us. And once we set up where the scanned emails go to, or the scanned documents go to, and where the repositories are, and how it works with the email client, and how it links back in then to our gazetteer data through GGP. And we have a basis then to see where everything can be purchased in one place and be used to the highest quality, so we can actually determine location and sites, and it's all linked directly back to the GIS. And using the gazetteer as well, we can then actually see the BLPU points directly created on the map base. So everything is then all held together in one place, and all the documentations and emails that are sent between the clients, the developers, or the post office, or any other third-party contacts we have to do with our consultations, they can all be held in one area and obviously deliver a better service, to our street naming and numbering officer, which happens to be me, but anybody else who can now come on and take on that role as a subsidiary of any other function within the council. It can then be farmed out to other people, which doesn't necessarily have to have huge time and investment in street naming and numbering policy to understand what they're doing, but they can follow it and pick up the data wherever they need to. And it doesn't necessarily have to sit just within the street naming and numbering thing environment. It can go out to the rest of the council as a means to see where the street naming and numbering process actually is with this development or anything else which is regarding the street naming and numbering, like house name changes. So it has a bigger cross border and cross service impact for all the staff within the District Council.
That's wonderful, thank you, Andy. We've also got Andy possibly coming up to our user groups, which we have in November towards the end of the month. Andy, you've been to our user groups before, haven't you? Yes, I mean, they're kind of an opportunity for customers to show how effective that they've been finding our products as well. What do you feel is the best benefit of this user group as a customer?
I think the best user group is to actually see the new enhancements that are there, obviously from the software itself, whether that's any of the older modules that you have or the newer ones that you're going to deliver, and see them as showcases for that. But also then to listen to any gripes and concerns that the users have, so that you can actually enhance your products as we go further down the line. I know that 2013 is coming up for release shortly. I haven't actually seen that project yet, or as anything to see, but I know I'm awaiting a new enhancement for Aid, because we're now using Postgres as our open source database for storing all the gazetteer data and master map and all the GIS overlays. And there's an issue there with views that we're going to have at the present moment in time, but that's going to be resolved in the next release. So that's what I'm really excited about seeing, is how we can then move forward with actually generating different ways of working and enhancing that view of the data that we do have for all the council to see. So if we can link directly into back-end database systems, like any other SQL type databases, using the UPRN as a common denominator, we can then link all sorts of data sets together and display that through a GIS format, which is a lot easier for you to understand.
Wonderful. Andy, thank you very much for your time. Thank you.